maybe of more concern for people, real concern. An Al Jazeera reporter went into a Boeing assembly facility in South Carolina, took a hidden camera in, and started asking questions of the employees there. Like, this is a plane that you guys produce here. Would you fly on one of these things? So they asked 15 people as part of this investigative report. 10 of the people said, no way.
This is a Boeing factory in the US state of South Carolina. Workers here in Charleston are assembling the company's flagship product, the 787 Dreamliner. But this footage reveals some have little faith in the plane they build.
Did you fly on one? No. You won't fly on one. Did you fly on one of these planes?
No, not really.
Of 15 workers asked randomly, 10 said they would not fly on the Dreamliner.
I wouldn't fly one of these planes because I see the quality going down around here.
An employee captured the footage after contacting Al Jazeera to tell us he had serious concerns about what he was seeing. At his request, we changed his voice.
With all the problems reported on the 787, there's 90% that's getting swept away.
You got audio?
Hushed up. It's an iceberg.
In another meeting, the source told us workers are often underskilled, uncaring, and in some cases on drugs.
I've seen a lot of things that should not go on at an airplane plant. People talking about doing drugs, looking for drugs.
It's all coke and painkillers and what's that other one? You can get weed here. This is really good weed here. They don't drug test nobody.
I know they don't.
There's people who go out there and want to go smoke one up.
Do they?
Hell yeah.
Over the course of a year, Al Jazeera's investigative unit...
So that story goes on. You can find more of that, through Al Jazeera. But they're highlighting a pretty serious issue. And this coming at a time when we're seeing the doors fly off airliners mid-flight. And then they can't figure out what was going on with the bolts, right? You've got other issues with, what is it, the 737 MAX? Yeah, the 737 MAX and the groundings associated with that because of the design flaw and the software issues to control those planes. A lot of people were, yeah, you're going to fly on one of those. You might not have too much confidence in that. And then this story now from Al Jazeera about the quality of those planes. And now also there's this report, and I'm going to show it to you. I do not know how much validity there is to this or the speculation surrounding it. So take this, with don't just accept this. This needs more scrutiny. What I'm about to show you, okay? Because I just don't know, but it feeds into this, and it's worth mentioning. So here's Boeing whistleblower found dead of self-inflicted gunshot wound in the U.S. So this is ex-Boeing employee John Barnett. I guess what's being said here in this online post is that he was handing over key pieces of evidence in a lawsuit alleging that Boeing was covering up safety concerns, such as 1 in 4 oxygen masks installed being faulty and wouldn't work during emergencies. The other allegation, and these have not been proven in court, or proven, period, as far as I've seen, workers being told to deliberately fit substandard parts such as ones in scrap bins to aircrafts in order to hurry up production. Again, that needs to be proven. General safety measures being ignored by under pressure workers. Again, show me the evidence. This has to play itself out in court. But now this guy apparently dead. And that, of course, leading to a lot of online speculation, theories, conspiracies. I don't know. But what I'm going to do right now is, because this was just sent to me just prior to airtime, I'm going to Google this guy's name just to give it one little layer of scrutiny. See if we can find any other reports out there that would confirm these claims made in this report. There it is. Boeing whistleblower dies by suicide amid involvement in lawsuit with company. Yes, indeed. And actually, we are getting this at the same time now as some of the other media just coming online with it. So this is actually very fresh. Kind of makes me wish that I'd posted it earlier in the broadcast just to be near the front on this story. But even TMZ now posting this 1 minute ago. This went live on the TMZ website. I'll bring it up and show you what they're doing with it. So it is now getting some traction. And we're right there with the rest of them. There it is. A whistleblower who was at war with Boeing died last week, and investigators say it appears he took his own life. This while he was embroiled in a lawsuit against the company. John Barnett was discovered dead on Saturday in Charleston, North Carolina, where cops say his body was found in his truck in a hotel parking lot, with him suffering an apparent self-inflicted gunshot wound. No word on if foul play is suspected, but police are investigating. Barnett's attorney, Brian Knowles, called the passing of his client tragic and went on to express explicit doubt about the circumstances of his death, making sure to call the self-inflicted gunshot wound cops are citing as alleged. What's more startling, according to this TMZ report, is that Barnett was literally in the midst of a whistleblower lawsuit against Boeing, his former employer of 32 years, as he was alleging retaliation for sounding the alarm on what he characterized as cutting corners on assembly lines for their planes. And Barnett was even on TMZ at one point, addressing the issues surrounding those Boeing 737 MAX manufacturing and design defects that resulted in those groundings. And then, of course, there was that incident that I already mentioned just a moment ago, the door blowing off that 737 flight midair. That was back in January. And, of course, the passengers terrified when the door flew off. Then they had to initiate an emergency landing. There's another one to take note of. Boeing not faring well in the court of public opinion these days.